Hello YouTube, it's me, it's your girl. I am driving home from work and I thought what a better time to actually just have a quick discussion. I still need to do my how I was diagnosed video, and I will get to that, but I need to be at home and focusing for that, so that I can remember timelines and how things happen and dates and things like that. I can't do that and drive, or do that and be busy, because I will be all over the place. That being said, I want to talk a little bit about the doctors and sickness and dealing with your doctors and the help or lack of help. I belong to a couple of MS groups, and I go for, like, if I feel like I'm down or I need some extra support, or just to talk about some things that they would personally understand. But I don't faithfully just stay in the group, because sometimes other people's sadness can really take you out. I mean, make you really sad. So I have to keep it trucking. That being said, I just talked to a lady today, and it dawned on me, like, one, this isn't something that I'm just dealing with, but other people are dealing with it too. And you are so lucky. I think with any kind of illness, not just MS or any autoimmune disease, but any illness that you're dealing with, I think you're very lucky if you can find a doctor that cares enough to listen, to be willing to work with you, help you. I think you're lucky. And so far, I haven't been so lucky. Since I've been diagnosed, I got diagnosed in 2017, the end of the year. And again, I'll go in further later about the diagnosis, how I was diagnosed and everything. But I got diagnosed in 2017. And my initial doctors before I was married, in 2018, I had a different medical system I was going through, different doctors and everything. And she was pretty good. I will say she was very attentive in certain areas, which was awesome. But I will say she was also quick to put me off on temporary disability and things like that. And initially I'm like, I want to try to figure this out. I don't necessarily want to have to go on disability, but that was like her first response, which kind of threw me off. I'm like, oh, okay. And at this time I'm thinking, oh gosh, okay, this is all I have. And so I'm going with it. But I will say she wasn't quick to help me figure out, because initially I didn't want to take medicine. The certain medications I read up on, the side effects were horrific. I'm like, well, shoot, I'm dealing with this. Do I really want to take on possibly this? And so she never talked to me or discussed with me, well, no, not all medications are like that, or this is a good medication. We never went into depth. Her attitude was, don't take medication. And I went with that for a long period of time until I was married in April of 2018 and switched my care from where I was initially at to Kaiser. I went under my husband's medical and talked to some good amount of people who helped me to understand why I should take medication, or this is what medication I should be considering. They talked to me, which was very helpful than just saying, oh, no, don't take anything, just keep it going. They went into detail. And ironically enough, it wasn't my primary care or my neurologist that went into detail. It was my ophthalmologist who went into great detail. And she explained in depth the reasons why. And it helped me to make a knowledgeable decision of, okay, I would be interested in help, in medical help, and getting medicine. So I'm like, okay, so I'm getting that. But then I'm going and I'm talking to my neurologist finally. I'm talking to my neurologist, and it really jacked me up, because when I went to my neurologist, I went from, I would consider a normal life, or somewhat normal, we all have issues, but a pretty much normal life, to lack of eyesight, speech, horrible speech issues. Keep in mind, before that, never had a horrible speech. I never had an issue with speech. I was actually on the debate team. I actually am love to speak. So that was never an issue for me. I went from having an issue with crowds, like anxiety, just horrible anxiety. I hate going to the grocery store at certain times because I can't stand the crowd. It really bothers me. Issues with memory, never had an issue with that either. Now I have to write down everything, reminders for myself faithfully. And keep in mind, I'm only 36. When I was diagnosed, I was 35. But I'm only 36, and I never had memory issues. But now, that's huge for me. Brain fog. Horrible brain fog. Heck, just horrible. And so when I went to the doctor and I'm talking to my neurologist and I'm discussing these concerns that I have about the speech, and at one point I was complaining about my hands. I have horrible issues with my hands, pain out of this world, dropping things, gripping things. And, so I went and I'm speaking all these things. His response to me was, one, you need to get off of temporary disability. You're too young. I've had many MS patients and they seem to just be fine. And I think you're just, you need to get up and do stuff. I think you're just using this as a reason to not push yourself. Okay, but I've worked since I was 16 years old. I like to work. I like to get out of my house. I have a husband and 3 kids. Do you think I really want to sit in my house all day? I love to get out and meet new people. I love meeting people. That's not an issue I have. But okay, then it was your speech issues. I just think you need to slow down and maybe that's something separate that you have going on that has nothing to do with MS. Excuse me. He specifically said my speech issues have nothing to do with multiple sclerosis. I thought, well, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I am wrong. Then he said, my hands, that has nothing to do with MS. Maybe I'm just reading stuff and making that an issue. Making everything an MS issue. That's what he said to me. Keep in mind, I told him, I haven't read anything. In all honesty, the only reason why I'm asking questions is, one, my aunt has MS. And I'm 36, so for 36 years of my life that I have known, my aunt has always had MS. And I've watched her, but I haven't read anything yet. I hadn't even started to read anything yet. So I'm telling him I haven't read nothing. I'm asking questions because I don't know. I'm learning. And so I'm like, okay. I ended up switching from him because literally every time I came to him with the issue, matter of fact, I came with incontinence. He told me, well, you went to the restroom today. Did you make it there and not have an accident? I said, yes. Okay, well, seems like maybe that was just a past issue. Okay, cool, but can you help me? It just made it seem like as if I was a liar or whatever. So I'm like, cool. Keep in mind, when I got sick, I was in nursing school. Do you really think that I would give up nursing school where I can do something I really enjoy doing, making a really awesome salary? What the hell? But okay. So I switched from him to another neurologist looking for help. She came with the same stuff, and it was, of course, she can't speak against him. Oh, well, maybe he didn't mean that. The reason why he said what he said is because where your lesions are on your brain, it doesn't coincide with the hand issues. Okay, first of all, he never said that. He just told me I was making it up. Never said about the lesions. Okay, cool. And like I told her, same thing I'm telling you is, I never said it had anything to do with MS. I'm saying, could it? And if not, help me to figure out what it is. She finally was willing to give me a test. And lo and behold, after testing me, I have carpal tunnel in both of my hands. Nothing to do with MS. But I do have carpal tunnel in both of my hands. Keep in mind, I never said it had anything to do with MS. I just said I needed help and I'm struggling. After that, I went to go look up the MS Society and look up information about my MS and just learn more. Lo and behold, speech is an issue with MS. It really is. But I was told from my first neurologist, it's not. I'm making it up. It's in my head. Secondly, the brain fog. I was told, now that's not an issue. Maybe you just have personal issues and you're just adding things so that you don't have to work. My issue is, and it's like I told the lady, because she posted in the group, and some of the questions or some of the things she stated, I'm thinking, oh my God, I have that same issue. The phantom smells. I thought it was just me because I was told it was just me. And it turns out that's not the case. That it really is actually could be a symptom of MS. But I was told from my neurologist, you're just making that up. You need to go to work. I rushed back to work, even though I just started getting medicine as of June, end of June. And then, July, I started getting medicine. And then they ended up switching my medicine in November. This all happened of last year. So I was asking for help because I'm in the midst of all of these issues and they want me to go to work. And I had to remind her, I wasn't at work when I first got sick. I was in nursing school. I was working for the school system, and when the school closed for the summer, I started nursing school, so I didn't go back to work. And I went to nursing school full time. But of course, I'm just a lazy person, right? So I went back to work. I rushed myself. So I got help as far as of July of last year. I went back to work as of August of last year. So I was like, I got to get back to work because maybe it's just me. And I rushed back to work, and I am literally struggling right now. Last week, I almost fell on my client. I do in-home health care. I almost fell on my client. It wasn't on purpose. I'm struggling with standing. So what I did was I made a doctor's appointment to seek help. At the doctor's appointment, I was again told, well, we don't like to help disability. Maybe, okay, I don't know how to necessarily help you, but, just like try harder. Okay. Keep in mind that same weekend, I fell twice. Was not on purpose. I fell. I couldn't hold my legs, my legs just gave out. Never had these issues before, and now I don't understand my body sometimes. Hell, I thought I was cool because I'm in remission. I thought I'm good because they keep telling me you're good, you're in remission, you're fine. I'm learning that that's not necessarily the case. Keep in mind, you have lesions still in your brain. The lesions don't go away. Your body is already affected. It's just there's no more new lesions, so you're in remission. But that's not how they explain it to you. I was telling the lady, it'd be nice if we had people who had MS to go into these doctors and build a committee and speak for us, because these doctors don't know jack squat. They know the medical version, but because MS is called the snowflake disease, and it takes on many forms and can affect someone literally in different ways, to assume that I should be good because the other patient you had was good is unfair. To base my illness, my success, or lack of success, or whatever off of, my other patient was able to bounce back, it's not fair. And it's not okay. And in all honesty, for months after talking to my first neurologist of last year, I felt like I was losing my mind. I felt like I was stupid. Like, seriously, I felt dumb. I didn't even tell my husband when I wasn't feeling good or when I was sick, because I'm like, something's wrong with me. It's me. I suffered for months holding in all the pain and issues I'm going through because my last doctor told me it's a mental thing. You need to just fix the mental part and you'll be good. That's what I was told. That's literally what I was told. And I'm jealous of those people who have awesome doctors who go above and beyond to learn that patient and learn, okay, let's see what's going on. I admire that. I admire those doctors, and I will continue to search for that doctor for me, because in all honesty, I don't want to have to suffer alone like I was. At one point, I got to a point where I was just crying, literally crying in tears, because I just felt like, I suck. But I just came on here because I'm like, you know what? this is my platform and I'm gonna use it. I've gotten to the point of stop being quiet, speak your truth. And so I'm gonna use YouTube, whatever platform I can use, and I'm gonna speak my truth. Thank you guys for listening. I appreciate you guys listening. Those that care to listen, I appreciate you. If I can help anyone, or heck, build a relationship, friendship, connection with people who understand my plight, whether it be MS, lupus, whatever, rheumatoid arthritis, heck, you don't even have to be an autoimmune disease. Whatever you're going through, if you understand, if we can understand each other's plight, we can help each other. So I just want to say thank you guys for listening. I will be back soon with my MS story. And again, hopefully I can connect with people, reach someone, touch one person, heck, communicate with other people. But yeah, but thank you guys so much for listening. I will be back. And I will not take as long as I did with my first video. I know I was supposed to have been back, but I've just been all over the place mentally, and I wasn't mentally ready to come back and deal with what I'm going through. But now I am. I've decided to stop making excuses and just use this as my platform to speak my truth, whatever my truth is. Anyway, have a great weekend. It is Friday. Have a great weekend. I plan on having a good one. Enjoying my family, my husband, my kids. And I will talk to you good people later. Don't forget to like, thumbs up, and subscribe. And if you have a new channel, or or want me to look at your channel, or if you have an autoimmune disease or any disease and you want to connect or have me look at your channel, please post it down below. I would love to learn of new people and what they're going through and ways we can work together. All right, talk to you good people later. Bye.